What's up, everybody? Welcome to Heavy Metal Church. Uncensored. Wait a minute. Unplugged? Pinky, help me.
It's unplugged.
Unplugged, uncensored, unfiltered.
It's
we want you to tell us what you think. So in the comment section, would you rather it be called Heavy Metal Church, Unplugged, Uncensored, Unfiltered? We have a special guest tonight. This is actually a special filming. First of all, this is my good friend, Robbie Klein. I call him Robbie. Everybody else calls him Bob or Bobby, but we grew up together, and I'm 48. How old are you?
55 in
55.
January.
So I was this little kid growing up next door, and I looked up to him so much. He was like my big brother. I wanted to be you at one point. I always with you, Robbie. And I got on his nerves for about the first decade or whatnot.
Whatever, man.
He would take
wandered
me
over. I met you when you wandered over in the yard.
I know.
You learned how to walk, and you came over into our yard.
And then you were. I remember. Here, let's have fun, Brian. Grabbing me by the arm.
Oh no, I knew you was going to bring that up.
Woo!
I knew you was going to bring that up. And he would come back every time. Back every time.
Right.
My favorite is the BB gun, though. Remember, you got stung by a bee, and I had my bee. I'm gonna shoot you, and you got stung.
Like that.
Yeah. I was in serious trouble.
Yeah.
I was.
It was fun, but this is one of my greatest friends of my life, so it's glad to have him here today. And really, what we're talking about is he actually went to the Million MAGA March, okay, and
ended up at Stop the Steal to begin with.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it? Ended up where?
At the Stop the Steal. Yeah. So it was two rallies going on.
Yeah, it was. The other one.
Oh yeah, Stop the Steal was there. That was yeah. So we wandered down to that one first.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll hear about that here in a minute. The reason why we're doing this today is because what's been put on my heart is whether you love Trump or hate Trump. This isn't about. I want to talk to Americans right now. I don't give a crap who you voted for. I don't care if you fall on the left or the right. If you're an American. And I just feel like we are being duped. I guess we always have been duped, but I know my wake-up call happened. Oh, it's like this. When Hillary and Trump were running, I remember praying. I was like, God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And help me to vote for the best of two evils, you know. And I remember, and I voted for Trump, and I cried over that election because I'm like, I hope I'm doing the right thing. I don't know what to do. Both of them suck. And then I'll tell you what, it only took 3 months until I absolutely fell in love with Trump.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have it. If you don't share that opinion, that's great. That's not the point we're trying to do tonight. What we're trying to do is, I never knew I could not trust American news. I know all the other countries in the world, you know, not all of them, but a lot of them hate us. You know, they envy us, they're whatever, they want to kill us, they want to take us out. But I thought that anything in America, now I know, we all know now I think most politicians are shady. I don't give a crap if they're Democrat or Republican.
We're getting ready to see that now.
I can't stand it.
We're getting ready to see the Republicans that
suck.
Yeah.
Right. And I can't stand it.
I think they're drawing them out.
I never got into politics, but it wasn't until Trump that I didn't know we couldn't even trust our own media, our own news, our own television. All my life, growing up, Mama and Papa, right next door to you, you know, we'd always watch the news, you know, 2, 22, 7, you know, whatever. World News was Dan Rather? No, Peter Jennings.
There you go.
Peter Jennings, remember that back in the day.
Woo.
And
that's going way back.
You just thought, since they were Americans, we're America, that you can trust it. And when Trump started saying the term fake news, I'm like, what the hell's that?
Well, you know, they started out like an old girlfriend. They really did. They kind of tell you a half-truth, something you know already. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, I can pretty much trust them. And then they just lay some lies on you. Right. And then, you know, and that kind of infiltrated like that. Not only that, but, you know, the Mockingbird media that you can watch those videos on. Yeah, you can watch those on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. It's about the media, or the CIA infiltrating the media and just kind of controlling us through starting out with cameramen. But it seems like they've taken over networks now.
Bottom line, I don't trust anybody anymore. And I thank Donald Trump for that.
Yeah.
And again, whether you hate him or love him, I'd like to hear Democrats and the left say, oh yeah, the news sucks, because I have family, friends, and acquaintances that hang on CNN's every word.
Used to be my favorite news organization.
I can't.
It was. I thought, I got to watch CNN to see what really happened.
I thought Trump was full of crap until he started proving that they were friggin' liars. And it just opened my mind. So where we're here is to prove or to talk about this million MAGA march that he went to. And if you watched the coverage from the mainstream media, it did not do us justice whatsoever. I'm talking, ever since I've come out, I almost feel like a gay guy coming out of the closet for Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how I felt.
The media was there. They were on the other side of town at a Biden gathering. You know,
oh, they were at the Biden gathering.
Actually, yeah, I had no idea about it until we left and we rolled out that side of town, and mega trucks up and down the road there with Biden hats and shirts and all that kind of stuff, and the media was there with their trucks.
Biden,
and
just not Trump.
Telescopic antennas up and everything. We had none of that on our side, except we did have the best food trucks. There's like 40 food trucks with ice cream and everything else.
So big ago.
Yeah, man, yeah.
But it's
like,
a
lot of money to be made, but
Biden was there. Did you say there was just a small amount, just a handful of people there?
Absolutely.
And then you had, what, a quarter of a million? Or was it 200,000? What was the final number on that?
You know, I don't know. I know in a pandemic.
Well, here, let's turn it on CNN real quick. Let's
there you go. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. The whole thing was with the media is it wasn't a million people. Okay, and they said it in such a derogatory way. Oh yeah, they said it was the million MAGA march. Okay, it probably wasn't a million people, but the people that were there. I mean, coming from California. I mean, I met people from San Diego and San Francisco. And seriously, there was a conversation about San Francisco and the poo chart. And
the shit chart or
it's poo. Yeah, it's like a poo chart,
like POO,
like crap, man, like
shit.
Like shit. Okay, sorry, I was trying to be PG.
Can you blurt that out?
Never.
No, but yeah, they gotta. You've heard it. The map to stay away from the mega poo areas there, So yeah, they actually have a map. So yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
That was a conversation that you'd have liked to have been there.
What I meant about coming out of the closet is just like some people were afraid to even admit that they loved and followed Trump.
Absolutely.
I finally got so pissed off here at the end watching. I'm a pastor. Well, I hate that word. I'm an evangelist, and when I started to voice my concerns about what's going on in this country, all of a sudden I started getting hate mail. I'm a bigot. I'm a racist. I'm a this and that. I'm telling you what.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know what a freaking xenophobe was until this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still don't.
And here's why we're here tonight. We're having fun. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. And again, he's one of my favorite people. But what I hope to show you tonight is how full of caca, poo-poo, that the mainstream media is, and they have cast this thing over Trump supporters like we are the biggest redneck, hillbilly, toothless, KKK, racist pieces of crap in the world, and that's just not true. And I know plenty of blacks, my own self. I know that they love Trump and they are, you know what I'm saying, and everybody gets along. But they try to make it sound like the United States of America is so racially divided and that there's just so much prejudice and racism. The thing is, in certain instances, you can go, well, hell, when I check this out, hold on, man, it's on both sides. If there's any racism, it's the bigots on both sides. I'm not a racist. You're not a racist. I remember Cabrini Green, Chicago. I was working for a company, National Rent-A-Fence. I did it for a summer or something like that. And I remember I was working with a Mexican, and I was working with a black man, and it was me. And we pull into Cabrini Green. Now, if you know, it's where, that movie, Candyman. You know Candyman with that kind of stuff? And that's what, you remember that, Pinky? Mm-hmm. Are you drinking again?
Always.
Damn. Anyway, it's, Cabrini Green is one of the most violent and feared apartment complexes in the country.
Really?
And so here's what happens. We're getting out to fix this fence or install a temporary fence. And the Mexican man and the black man, it was the black man, he comes up and goes, Brian. No, it was both of them because they were concerned about my safety. That's what it was. No joke. Yeah. They come up and was like, Brian, no, we like you, man, and we're not trying to be racist right now, but they don't like white people here like that, And he goes, I know you're a nice guy and you're social and you like to talk and to everybody. Don't do that here. He said, the cops won't even come here. So we're just going to tell you, look down at the ground. Don't look anybody in the eye. Just do your job and let's get the hell out of here. And I'm like, are you serious? I mean, come on, man. We come from Northridge, Dayton, and I didn't know that crap exist. I mean, I knew there was prejudice, but when
Yeah, no, we're kind of like the attitude. It's like, well, what? I didn't do anything. What'd I do? You know, what are they mad at me for?
When
Kinda.
you're not a racist, when you're not prejudiced, you don't like. Why the hell would they bother me? I don't have a problem with them.
Yeah.
They just don't like white people there at Cabrini Green, and that's fine. But there's instances of racism everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
But see, in America, I thought we were always on the up from that crap. You know, Martin Luther King and all the great movements and all the great. And then all of a sudden, we were until Obama frickin' took the.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel bad for the blacks where Obama's concerned. And I was talking to one of my black friends the other day. I'm like, you know, when you have your first black president, you would hope he would be a rock star. And he wasn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't. And I think he divided this country, not
Who,
Trump.
Obama? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
set us back 60 years.
I mean, I was excited when he got in there because I thought, finally, somebody's going to do something about Chicago. That's his home. I'm thinking, you know, yeah, if I became president, Ohio, any problems, especially North Dixie, I'd have took care of it.
Right.
Yeah, you better believe it'd have been cleaned up like ASAP. But no, Chicago's still, it's terrible, man. People killing each other. It's just unbelievable. And I was really excited, but he did nothing about it. So, but I tell you, you have to look at it like this too, because basically divided, yeah, we are, but you know, you have to look at yourself as the most powerful civilization in the world. That's what we are. They're coming at us at every front. What does that mean? It gives me chills just thinking about it. Because what's that mean that they think of us? We are the most powerful people in the world, so they have to come at us with every single thing. Every culture, every creed, and they're trying to break us up. And I mean, seriously, it scares them that we're getting so united. And
no, who's getting united?
The United States is getting united. But I mean, the problem with it is this, it's like any military, and that's what we are. We're almost like a military. I mean, the people that's rising up said we're not going to take us anymore. Right. What do? You try to get the military at each other. If you're fighting somebody, you try to get them at each other. That way you don't have to fight but half of them. And that's what they're trying to do right now. We know it's not Trump. We know it's not Trump. And going to this march, I mean, I got to see it first.
And we getting off on these tangents, but they're cool. Interesting tangents. The whole point I'm trying to show you, no matter who the hell you voted for, is that it's not what they're portraying on TV. They make it sound, and the whole basis of this, I want to turn it over to him, and he told me to smack him if he starts like going all over. And
I'll ramble.
And I'm going that. But I want you to see, my favorite part of this story he's getting ready to tell. You know, they say we're the MAGA people are the racists. And
that was the whole thing.
And all this kind of stuff. Wait till you hear about this certain road where all these separate parties, side by side, was taking place. I wish I was there, and I would have been there had I not got only a 48-hour notice. I had to, I work on Sundays.
Well, it came up like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing. And I got a hold of a lot of people, and they were like, dang, why didn't you call me and tell me? And I'm thinking, well, it was just 19 hours ago that that it came out, and I just learned about it 10 hours ago.
Now, wait, before we do this.
Okay.
I got to pause it to give our sponsors some. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Tushy, the bidet. You ain't lived till you had a jet stream shot up your ace. You got to use
it. I got no toilet paper.
What's that?
He's got no toilet paper.
I have no toilet paper in my home. I wish I would have had this thing 20 years ago, dude. When they started saying again, can't find toilet paper, I'm like, screw that. Got online, got a bidet. I love it so much. I've got one for the basement too. I just haven't installed it yet.
Really? I noticed it's just a seat. So it's not like you got to replace the whole toilet. I mean, it's a seat.
It's just a seat. Yeah. And then you put a T-valve into and they're not really sponsoring this. I just want to...
Later we'll film him using it.
Yeah.
Negative.
Because it's like this, when you use it for the first time, you're like... You feel guilty, man. You almost like have to repent when you're walking out of the bathroom like, did I do something wrong? Because it feels so good. Anyway.
I just didn't see that much equipment in there, but that would give me a feeling like that. Okay.
Oh. Did we just say a pee-pee joke on my bad? Yeah. Let me get that hair right there. It's bugging me.
Are you serious? What is it? Beard hair? Thank you.
All right,
OCD.
so we're going to turn this
Really
over.
is OCD.
We're going to turn this over to my lifelong friend here. I want him to describe his experience at this redneck KKK hateful.
Oh my God! Yeah, all the things I read about it before. You know, I'm not gonna
Go for it.
I'm not gonna tell you the. I'm not gonna tell the website that I looked at. You know the. Anonymous kitty cat or whatever it was. So I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, it had all kinds of terrible things. I was gonna look this up before I actually went to it. And first of all, I called my mom because my dad's passed away, and we talk every day. So, and I'm gonna run it past her. She's really into Trump and everything to do with Trump. And she says, "Oh, hon, I don't know. I'm just not sure if you should go to this." She was worried, and with good reason too, because she's watching, Fox News and everything, and
Which Fox
lean
sucks
toward
now.
they lean toward the negative.
Fox.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, can't do that on me. Sorry about that.
So everything I read about it, it was going to be white supremacist gathering, and I started getting concerned. But I got to see it for myself. I just had to go and see it for myself. So I called up my friends, and and it was short notice. I understand. I mean, it really was short notice, and that's the thing. How many people showed up with short notice?
Right, man.
I mean, so
Totally, that's
the other one's
impressive.
in November 11th. So there's another one.
November
Washington,
11th.
No, yeah, I said January 11th, didn't I? It's November 11th.
We've already passed November.
I mean, I'm sorry.
What freaking
I'm sorry.
time zone you
Sorry,
on?
December 11th.
You drinking on
Yeah, no, I'm not. December 11th. Sorry. Sorry. I'll do that. I'll get things wrong. Anyway, so we go to this thing. We stay at the Grand Hyatt. I got my zone that I think is safe zone to go ahead and go. We took my buddy's 7-year-old. That was another thing Mom was not cool with. She was like, "Oh man, I don't know." That's So yeah, I'm really concerned. So we go to this thing and we get up early. So we're going to go to it early in the morning and see what it's about before everybody shows up that we think is going to be there. Mm-hmm. We thought if it is something crazy, we don't want to walk right into the middle of it. We want to kind of see it progressively get crazy, and then we can just bail out. So we're there early. And we walked around. We're looking at everything, and I noticed that we were at Stop the Steal, and the Million MAGA March was to meet at noon at the Supreme Court. So I told my buddy that. I said, we're at the wrong one. This is Stop the Steal. And he says, "Oh, but it's still good." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'll tell you what. Now they're going to march from, I believe they're going to march from the Supreme Court down here, and they'll march back, and we'll just march back with them because this is getting too good." And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I'm sitting there next to a woman from North Carolina, and she's talking about my tattoos, and she's got the eyeliner tattooed, but she's an older lady, man. And I'm thinking, well, this isn't the white supremacist kind of gathering I thought it was going to be, or that they said it was going to be. And two black preachers get up there, and they start to lead us off in prayer.
Black people?
Oh my gosh, I know, it's crazy. So they lead us off in prayer, and it just progressively it was just great. They started singing, having a good time.
That's awesome.
So we went on the march. We walked up the street, and we're on the march, and it's like micro parties. People are out in the street, they're partying. I mean, all those buildings have
All white
steps.
people.
No,
All white people.
no. And no,
Whitey. Kill Whitey.
we had before in the hotel, we had two Jewish guys go by with their
With the
little
curls
black,
and everything?
They had the curls and the little
That
black
is
hats,
awesome.
and it was like Trump
Going to the Biden.
negative. No, they was there for the
Trump?
Yeah, they was there for Stop the Steal. Believe it or not, can't believe it.
I'm just.
So now I turn to my buddy and tell him, "Hey, this kind of blows their narrative of the white supremacist thing."
You think?
So we're walking up the street, and seriously, we had Chinese people coming up to us, giving us papers about the
Biden
CCP
giving you Biden
negative.
No?
All pro-Trump. I'd never seen so many race of people there together to celebrate one thing. It really was. Hispanics. We had people from Puerto Rico, Venezuela, Mexico, Cubans. The Cubans was the big ones there. And they're all setting up on steps. They're partying. They got their music. They're all out there dancing.
So you go from
so
bum, 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 to dum, dum, dum. I mean,
seriously,
just right down
the black guys were up the road. They're in front of
Did you say they were throwing out raps?
They're rapping. Yeah, I'm talking about
Rapping,
pro-trap
like
rap. They're all dancing out there. There's micro parties all the way up the road. It was really something to see. And that's where we're getting with this whole thing. It's something you need to go see for yourself. You can't listen to the mainstream media. You can't even listen to Fox anymore. I mean, I do. I like Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson, but Tucker Carlson's kind of turned into a putz here lately. I mean, he really has. With the way he talks and, the way he was questioning Sidney Powell, about being on the show and stuff. Anyway, that's it's really got me upset. But, I didn't see any of those in people in the street. I've seen not one of those people in the street. In fact, every time now I notice I get on Fox, I'm watching, they're slinging some book up that they want you to, oh my gosh, man, it's like, check out, if you like that monologue, check this out, this
Robbie,
book out.
can I stop you?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're promoting Elijah Craig here. They don't give us a dime. I just like it. Go for it.
Yeah,
go
okay.
ahead. There we go.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about it. It's just,
But there was a lot of love. There was a lot of...
Absolutely. The party was even bigger up there at the Supreme Court. Like I said, with all the people that I seen, it was unreal.
I just can't believe
for
how
themselves.
They have demonized this whole Trump thing. I don't get it. I never really got into politics until I thought that skank was going to get in 2016.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. That's what it is.
Why in the world?
Benghazi, all these things, the emails, the everything. The Clinton family sucks. They are evil.
Yeah.
100%. Any moron should be able to see that, and this moron saw it, and I wanted to keep her out. And then the more I learned, and man, I thought, it was the best this country has done in a long time. And they wouldn't give the man a break. They wouldn't let him do his job.
Relentless. I don't understand why you wouldn't want people to know the unity that I seen. That's why you got to go and see it for yourself.
Yeah,
you have to go. I don't know. I went to the first rally in Dayton. I was working it, actually. And it's a funny story. A guy comes up to me just as Trump came out and went by. This guy comes up and says, I know you. I was like, okay. Younger guy, too. He said, you were at the rally in Vandalia. I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm like, dude, that's a heck of a memory. He wasn't even president yet. He showed up in his own plane, and this guy's like, I know you. I'm like, okay.
Did he say, dude?
Dude. Yeah. So I thought that was really something.
I just don't get it, though, because, you know what? I wouldn't even care if someday we were white, Caucasian, if we were a minority, because America is the great melting pot. We've been taught that our entire life. It's the great melting pot. And I don't understand why they gave him so much flack just because we want people here legally.
Losing control over us.
Legally. I could be... Yeah. There could be more black people in this country, more Mexicans, more Cubans than white people. And I don't give a crap as long as they're here legally. And why can't I say frickin' Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. They're at us on every front.
But here's the deal. If they want to say hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, okay, Happy Hanukkah, Christmas, Hanukkah. What is it for Muslims? Is it Ramadan?
I have no idea.
I'm not making fun, but do you know, Pinky? Is it Ramadan or
something?
I'm looking like an ignorant white man right now, but I'm not Muslim. But if you want a happy Ramadan me, do it, because we're not politically correct. I'm not going to be politically correct, and it's just I've never thought I would ever almost be ashamed of our country. It was going what I thought was in a great direction, and then all of a sudden it's like now I'm getting called a racist, friends. I'm talking friends that I went to high school with, that I love, that I don't care who they voted for. And I had one guy on Facebook. It wasn't that we were close, but I've known him. We went to school together at Grafton Kennedy since fourth or fifth grade. And I was just calmly and just telling my point of view. And he said, "You're an effing idiot." Right there on a comment. And I'm like, really?
Unbelievable.
Unfriend.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because, I don't understand why people would vote for Biden.
Yeah.
But, hey, man.
I had the same thing. I had to unfriend some friends that I went to school with, man. That I really respected these guys a lot. They've been my friends the whole life. And they got into the name-calling thing. It was the whole pro-Trump.
I
Trump,
thought
and they
back
were,
in the day.
and we would discuss back and forth, but it just got to where same thing. You're stupid, man. You don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, God.
But what happened to back in the day where you voted for who you wanted in there, and then if you lost, you got up and went to work the next day? And I remember when Obama got it. Okay, now honestly, because when I started reading this platform and everything that it was about, I'm like, there ain't no way he's going to win. And when he won, I'm like, what the hell? And I sulked for a week. Now, I was tempted to go burn the local Walmart and wear a coochie cap. And I was tempted. But I didn't.
You mean when Obama got in there?
Yeah.
Oh,
when Obama
yeah.
got in there, I was tempted to go.
You should have known he was going to. He's a popular
Well,
guy.
but here's
He's
the deal.
smooth talk. He's the only guy I
Here's
can
the
ever
deal.
seen talk for an hour and say nothing.
Here's the deal. Can we cut? No, I'm joking. We ain't cutting that out because this is the truth.
Sorry, man. It's
no,
just
no,
the way
that's
I
fine.
feel.
No,
the
and I
guy's
feel the same
smooth.
way.
He is. He's a
Smooth
he's quick.
criminal.
And
Did Michael Jackson have a song?
In fact, doesn't he have a new book? Obama's got a new book.
What's it called?
Yeah, you can listen to it. You don't even have to read it. You can listen to it. He talks about himself for 29 hours. That's his new book. 29 hours he talks about himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. You got to hear this, though. I didn't know. 29 hours.
Yeah. That's what I heard. Check it out for
Are
yourself.
you being for real?
No,
you
I'm
messing
being
with
for real.
Robbie Klein?
No, I swear. That's what.
We back in the 70s now. You messing with
Look it up. Google it.
Google it. Dude.
Yeah.
Can't trust that shit anymore either.
Go to Barnes
Anyway.
and Nobles. It's right out front.
Here's the deal. When after the first term, I'm like, there ain't no way he's winning again. And when he won, I wept. The next morning, I woke up. I was like, that's it. America's going to hell. And what I do, I got tempted again to wear a coochie hat. And this time, I wanted.
I'm not getting the coochie hat, man. What are you?
The
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know, I'm talking about that red
Yeah.
vagina thing that a lot of these very wise and, the actors and the.
Oh, you talking about like
You been for real? You don't know
Madonna?
about the coochie cats?
Like Madonna saying there's dirty women and everything? Nasty
You don't know about the
women?
coochie
Yeah, I
caps?
know. I'm just playing with you. I just don't know why you.
I'm going to get a coochie cap and wear it on the next show.
Don't do that.
No.
But I'm going to
Don't
put
do that.
anti-coochie cap.
No, don't do that.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
We're going to... Let's toast, man,
All right.
with your Mountain Dew.
Yep. Just ain't got the ring to it, does
There
it?
you go.
Yeah.
What we were doing there was strategically placing a camera clip because Pinky's cheap China
Oh.
camera.
Cheap.
I'm joking. What was
No,
it?
it's Japanese. Don't
Jap-
get. Yeah.
That's Japanese?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Canon's Japanese.
All right, we like the Japanese.
You got to get that right, man.
I like Chinese, as long as they come here illegally and trying to escape that horrible country that they
Absolutely.
come
Hold on just a minute. I have to make you look fatter now.
from. What?
Let's go.
You don't have to try too hard on that.
That's
I know Thanksgiving right around the corner.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to it. I've never been so disappointed. We're friends and family, and I genuinely love people. Matter of fact, if you would have told me, Brian, hey man, I'm voting for this idiot, and I wouldn't have. I still love you the same.
Yeah.
We'd still go out and have a beer. We'd still do all that stuff, and I don't understand why people I've known all my life that I really, really care about turned on me when I come out and said, hey man, I started getting pissed off. It's like, look, I'm standing, I'm voting for this guy because this is the guy, his track record. Have you ever seen somebody get picked on and beat to death for 3.5 years and still shined and got up there and...
Well, it's just like what I'm telling you now. If you go, it's something as simple as going to Barnes and Nobles and looking in the window. Obama's face is right there with 100 of those books he just wrote. And, Trump he's getting world peace. He's,
Yeah. Nobody
Peace in
had
the
the
Middle
balls.
East.
Nobody had the balls to step
And
over the
there's no
line and
books
shake
of-
hands with the little Rocket Man.
There's no books.
Rocket
with him up
Man!
front.
Oh my gosh. Did you? I said, Rocket Man! And all of a sudden I thought I triggered my phone, but my earpiece is on, and it's like, I think China's calling me.
That's what it is.
I think Rocket Man's calling me. I'm just kidding, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un?
No, I think it was Elton John calling saying, you don't have the rights to that.
Anyway, what else would you like to say before we wind this up?
That's just about it. I mean, like, I want everybody to know all the races of people we see. Oh, not only that, but, I mean, here's another one that they hate. They had gays for Trump. They had
Gays
trans
for
Trump.
why didn't you send me a picture?
No, I'm serious.
That would have been great.
You could get your picture
That would
taken
have been
with the big,
great. So let me get this straight.
pretty trans dude and
Robbie Klein, let me get this straight. We had blacks for Trump, Cubans for Trump, Latinos for Trump. We had gays,
We had
trans,
blacks
China,
for Trump,
Chinese,
Japanese,
dirty knees. Look at these.
Vietnamese, Filipino. Now this is no joke.
Oh no, I believe it.
Yeah. Cubans, Mexicans, I just said it, Puerto Ricans.
You're
What's-
a racist.
Oh, it's terrible.
You're a racist.
No, it was wonderful. It was awesome. People should go and see for themselves. It's nothing to do with Trump splitting us up. He's actually bringing it together. And nobody's covering it. Nobody's covering it. I seen one person. Oh, no. One news organization went around. NTD, believe it or not, went around.
Who's that?
And kind of, it's one of those,
It's got to stand for something.
I can't remember what it stands for, NTD.
These
But,
cheap seats almost just
yeah,
face
don't do
dive
that.
right into you. That would have been great.
Yeah, so
NTD.
NTD News, it's got to be an Asian group, and they're the only ones I've seen go around and actually interview people, you know, and that's where we need to be. We need to get back into meeting each other. I mean, there's so many people that go home and they watch the news and they're like, man, they need comfort.
Yeah.
They need to feel comfortable right
Well, how do you
now.
feel
They're
about
having
this?
cognitive dissonance.
How do you feel
is
about this?
What's going on with them?
I got to ask you this question.
What's that?
You know, it's like some of my heroes. You know, it's like this, man. If I got rich and off of Democrats and Republicans, here's what I don't understand. I'm a Judas Priest fan. I'm a Pearl Jam fan. Rob's gay, you know, from Judas Priest. Doesn't matter. You know, I love Rob Halford. He doesn't go so much politics, but I just wanted to say that because he's gay and I love him. I don't judge him for being gay. He's the metal god, dude. He's one of the greatest. Oh, here we go. New Tang,
Dynasty.
Tang, like the orange wonderful drink. New Tang Dynasty. Oh, so it's
Oh, so
Chinese.
that's the-
No, it's Chinese.
Oh, it's Chinese.
Wait.
Wow, she looked it up. I like that. China.
No, Trump says China.
China.
Anyway, all right. Where was I?
The Hodge
Short-term
twins
memory.
say that too.
Short-term memory. Where was I? Pinky. What do I pay you for? Wait a minute. I had a great point.
She let you know about what.
Damn it.
That's what you paid me for.
I guess I should have had those notes, eh?
This is one of the greatest years of my life, but I don't like this short-term memory loss thing. I was just saying something very important.
And you was afraid I was going to do that.
Help me, Robbie. Help me, Robbie Klein. What were Pinky? Not Rocket Man. Hold on.
I was busy.
It's coming. It's coming.
No, I was thinking Ricky Bobby. No,
Ricky Bobby.
Help me, Ricky Bobby.
Oh dear baby, sweet Jesus. Oh, 8.2 ounces. This is horrible. Now
I'd
we're
help you
just-
out if I could.
This sucks because I'm supposed to tell her to cut this part out of the tape. I'm just going to sit here and look disoriented and miserable like Biden does on a.
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
You know what? We don't have to answer to anybody on this show, man.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
That's right. So, I'd help you out if I could. I hate to say it, maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
I could have got you back on track there.
thanks,
One of those
Robbie.
guys is thinking about what I was going to say.
Treat me just like you did
Sorry,
back
man.
in the day, back in the 70s.
No, that's good.
All right. Oh, wait, no.
Ooh,
Hold on. It's almost there. Hold on. There's a chip of a brain cell. Lost it. Sorry, man. I guess we're finished.
No, was we talking about all the different... No, I know what we was talking about.
There we go. You're losing
There you
yourself.
go. Dude's gay, rock star.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes,
Got you back
Rob Halford.
Woo! And I'm
Got
a
you
music guy.
back
So
in.
anyway, I love
Yeah.
Rob Halford. Here's what disgusted me is, okay, Pearl Jam. I love Pearl Jam. Then when he chose, it was like a gay marriage thing or something like that. Something North Carolina was trying to do something. And Eddie Vedder said, pretty much, screw you, North Carolina. We're going to cancel our entire tour in North Carolina just to, tell the government how we feel. And I'm thinking, you idiot. Now, I love you, Eddie, and really, you don't really give a crap. You're filthy, stinking rich. I've bought most of your albums. I love your music. We do some of your music in my band. And I don't hate you. It's just that if I got rich off of people, I don't care if you're a Buddhist. I don't care if you're... Now, look, I'm a sold-out, Jesus-freak Christian. Everybody knows that. But if I got rich off of people that I was slinging something that all races, creeds, colors, and religions liked, I would not use my platform to advertise or go against. I mean, basically, he kicked all of his fans in the nuts in North Carolina. I would never do that. And that's what I don't like. Okay, like Robert De Niro. I can't stand that little short prick now.
Man,
I love all of his movies. One of the
No,
best
but I know,
actors.
but I mean, like, he was really tough in Heat. He was like
badass.
Yeah, he was the gangster.
I love him.
The problem is he thinks he's that tough in real life.
Trump shit's turds bigger than
I know, and he's up
like
there at what?
5'2".
He's in Canada apologizing.
Google that. Google that. Come on there, Googly.
Yeah.
I want to know how tall he is. How old is he too?
That don't make a difference.
No, it does because Trump.
I'd rather fight Robert De Niro than Joe Pesci, man. I think Joe Pesci would take your ass out.
Joe Pesci bite you in the balls.
I think he'd take your ass out.
What's that?
Joe Pesci would take you down.
But it's his accent, his that Jersey, New York, remember him on Goodfellas?
Oh, Joe, no. What about in Casino? Oh my gosh, with the ink pen.
Ooh,
I mean, that looked like he was. That was looking for real.
Meat slicing. You get it yet, Pinky? We gotta close this out.
Yeah, that look on his face. It looked real.
You're going to be.
Well, you're talking about, like.
Oh no! Wait. Drum roll.
Oh, what is that?
5'10".
5'10".
77 years, but he's 6'3". Trump is. I keep pointing to Trump over here because we're not gonna turn the camera, but I spent good, hard-earned money. Now Trump's what, 6'3"?
Yeah.
So
you see his son? What is he, like 8 foot now? My gosh, it's tall.
So I got this
He's towering.
life-size cardboard cutout of Donald Trump with Biden in a headlock like that.
Yeah,
I love it. And honestly, here's the deal. We'll close the show out with this. No matter, I'm not taking my Trump signs down until January 20th.
Yeah.
And if whatever happens on January 20th, if Biden wins, I promise you I will not wear a JJ hat. I may loot. No, I won't loot anything.
No, you ain't gonna burn nothing down either.
No, I might like strip down naked and go do a bonfire in my backyard and just weep. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Pinky's gonna have a hidden camera somewhere around so she can go back home and enjoy that for decades.
Yeah.
You know?
Extra no.
Anyway, I just don't understand the mentality of Seattle. I don't understand the mentality of any of this. This isn't the country that we grew up in.
No, it's not. They've had control over the media for a long time, Brian. Trump is the one that came out and he's brought him out in the light for us to see.
Did you hear what he said?
I mean, we should be happy, no matter if you're Republican, Democrat, liberal, whatever, conservative, doesn't make a difference. You should be happy that Trump got in there just to bring these people out into the light. I mean, we knew back when we was kids.
I didn't know.
Come on, man, we knew what the Clintons were up to. They even have a book. That's
I was too busy practicing for my band, or
I tried to get out of it too. I didn't want to be in politics at all. In fact, I remember I went to when Dad was still living, and we went to one of Mom's birthday parties, and I'm sitting over there, and he's going on about the Illuminatis and the skulls that Bushes were in, and stuff like that. And I was like, Dad, I understand that, and I believe you, but we can't do anything about it. And that's the whole feeling that I got. And I think the country has it too. When Trump got in there, we actually can do something about it. I mean, think about it. What good movies have they came out with that you're interested in? I haven't been interested in no movies whatsoever.
There is one. Robbie.
I'm interested in what he's got going
Well,
on
no,
in the
I
country.
get it.
You know what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it.
But okay,
But-
so what? What movie?
I was a Roger Moore, James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
That was.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the movie. If you look in my room,
Yeah.
I've got the actual theater movie print
Yeah.
frame hanging up in my room. But man, Daniel Craig, the James Bond,
Yeah.
they put a dark element into it, like a realistic. It's no more a comedy. It's like he's got a drinking problem. He's got a drug problem. He's a badass. You
Yeah.
know? And
I like him.
I guess that movie.
At first I did, and I was like, oh, man.
well,
he's kinda,
I felt the same way because come on, Pierce Brosnan or Brosnan.
Brosnan. Well,
What
I
a-
never did get it right.
What
Yeah.
a geek James Bond.
It was the 90s. That's the way they did things in the 90s.
but wait, there was one James Bond that only had one movie, and he really sucked donkeys.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
I can't think
we
of his
forget
name.
his name.
No.
But really, the Daniel Craig thing, and so I think that movie, it got postponed. It's supposed to come out in April or something, and then this Corona and Lyme pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And not saying it ain't real, because I know a lot of people are dying, but it's not. Oh, did you see that governor or whatever that got up there and said it's not the bubonic plague? You see that?
No, I didn't see that
I'll
one.
post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're rambling. I just love
That's
talking
okay,
to
but
you.
no, I do want to say what Larry Hogan
No, you're done,
said.
man. Hey, here,
Am I
thank
done?
you. No, I'm
Let's
joking.
say that. Let's say no. Larry Hogan just said today, the Republican governor of Maryland said that not wearing a mask is like thinking you have a constitutional right to drink and drive. Not to mention the rest of it of what he said.
Go
It's
ahead, say it,
unbelievable.
say it. Tell
No,
me,
go ahead, read it. It's unreal what he said. I like the one where he says yelling fire into a crowded theater. That's a good one too. How's that make your mom feel? How's that make my mother feel? To think that if they forget their mask.
My mom's probably drunk right now.
Oh,
no,
no,
I'm
come on,
joking.
no, be nice.
If she's no,
Be
she's
nice.
not. If she was, she's gonna kill me. But no, she's not. She's probably watching some silly, unrealistic movie on Lifetime, and with
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
Mom's walked
I never heard of
Walmart.
Larry Hogan related to Hulk.
No.
Republican governor of Maryland said today not wearing a mask is like thinking you have a constitutional right to drive drunk, or to not wear a seatbelt, or to yell fire in a crowded movie theater, to not follow the speed limit. What part don't you understand? You wear the mask. There is no constitutional right to not wear the mask.
How's he making
excuse
people
me.
feel?
Hey, Larry, you're a wussy.
How's
Can
he
you
making
say
people
wussy?
feel?
Good. I knew you could. All right. 45 minutes. Hey, look at that. We did it.
That's awesome.
We're at the 45-minute mark. Robbie Klein, let's go out in the front yard and film you swinging me up and dropping me on
Let's
the ground
don't.
again. Come on, man.
I probably
Let's
couldn't do it. Couldn't do it anymore.
Couldn't do it anymore?
No.
You sure?
We're positive.
All right. Hey, man, thank you for tuning in. I hope you got something out of this. Bottom line is, we are all Americans. We can both honestly say this to our friends, family, acquaintances. I don't give a crap who you voted for. If I loved you before 2016, I love you now. And I don't understand why I've been deleted, called a racist, a xenophobe, a womanizer, all this stuff, just because I voted for the one man. You know what? Here's a secret. Politicians suck. And half the reason, 3/4 of the reason I love Donald Trump, he's not a politician. He couldn't be bought. He's a billionaire. Hey, Joe Biden, if you get in on January 20th, do me a favor. Will you donate one of your year's salary to the First Heavy Metal Church of Christ? Because we feed people and we go to the projects every, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Friday, and feed pizza, and we do good things. So, I mean, if you could really help us out, or send it to somebody.
They'll be too busy making their, hate list.
I mean, I just don't get it,
Trump
because
supporters.
you've got some THOs. Nice man boobs going on there. Hey, focus in on these man boobs right here. I love you, man.
All right.
Seriously.
Good seeing
Take
you,
care.
Brian.
Guys, rock on. Send all your hate mail and love letters to bsmith@heavymetalchurch.com. And you want to say anything before you go? Hi, Mom? Something like that?
Like the video.
Huh?
Like the video.
Oh, yeah. Like the video. Subscribe to YouTube, because we're trying to get up to 1,000 so that we can do this outside, live, like Caitlin Bennett. And does Tommy do that? Larry? Caitlin Bennett.
Yeah.
Check out Caitlin Bennett. These people don't even know who we are, but we follow
Absolutely.
them. We follow them. Caitlin rocks. I bought her poster, dude.
Did you?
She's got this cool AR-15. It's hot. I'll show you. It's just right over here in the closet. But let's get off of here first.
Okay.
'Cause this might hurt my Sunday job if they know I've got a. It don't show any.
Don't
nudity.
tell him.
It don't show any nudity. It's just a AR-15. Nice looking lady. Bye.
Take it easy.
That was good. Love you, man.
I don't think I did very good.